TJ in the front, right here.
All right.
Congratulations on another arm triangle victory. So what are the emotions now after you get another victory like that?
Man, it feels great. Just to get back in the win column. It's not enough for me to just have an even record in the UFC, man. I look to start 22 with 23 with a few more wins, man. So it feels good to just get the win. I thought I'd have finished him earlier. I dropped him there in the first, and I just got a little bit excited. It's been a while since I dropped somebody, and I think I just got a little excited, but was able to get the finish, and I hope you guys were pleased.
You said in your post-fight interview that you felt flat in the beginning, but you just said you also dropped him like in the first combo, and you dropped him in the second round too coming out.
Right. I just want to explain that. So it'd been a while since I dropped somebody. And what I mean by flat is I dropped him, and then I think I just got real emotional, got real, the adrenaline got to me, and I wasn't able to think clearly, and got my adrenaline up, and just I felt flat, But between the second and the third, I looked at my coaches. My coach was like, "You're a dog, man." I was like, "That's right," and I kind of woke back up and was able to get the finish.
And I believe this is your 7th arm triangle win of your career. So what is it about that submission that, you can just, when you latch on, it's a wrap?
Well, more importantly, you think these guys would figure it out and figure out how to defend it, But, man, that's my move. It's a great move for MMA, and I'm not leaving it anywhere.
Did you get to do any work at Glory MMA this camp?
Oh, man, I knew you guys were going to ask this. Yeah, I worked a bit down there. James wasn't there. I don't want to dive too much into it, I've got nothing for love for James. I think everybody makes mistakes, but I spent a little bit of time down there.
Like
he wasn't really around, yeah.
And so when do you want to get back in there now that you are back in the win column?
Dude, let's be real honest. I'm no spring chicken, I'm 32 now. I'd really like to get in there at the beginning of next year, so as soon as I can. Thank you. Come on, somebody ask me something.
Hey, TJ, I did just want to touch on that a little bit. Just what can you speak to about what the vibe is like for the fighters? Because the impression we're getting is there might be some uncertainty and some stress for the guys and girls coming out of there.
Out of Glory?
Yep.
Oh, man. I knew these questions were coming, and I want to answer them the best of my ability. I want to first say, from my opinion, James has been nothing but good to me, but I think golly, it's really a tough environment there right now. I want to be real honest with you, man. He's been nothing but good to a lot of those fighters out there, and to a lot of the fighters there, that's their home, And James has gave them a home, and has really taken care of a lot of those fighters, including myself. And I have nothing but good to say about him. I think there are possibly some mistakes made. I'm not really sure what happened, but it's really a weird vibe there right now, and I feel bad for the whole community there.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yep.
Congrats on the win, TJ. You were a step ahead. You had the advantages. You pretty much were, like A game. But there's the difference between just getting that dub or trying to get the finish. What was that mindset? You were like, no, I'm going to perform. I'm going to show out.
Yeah, it's been too long. Before coming into the UFC, I think all of my fights were by finish, except one. And it was important for me tonight to get back in there. We're not here to see decisions. You guys want to see entertaining fights. You want to see finishes, and that's what I give you tonight, and I continue to. I dropped him twice, man. I should have finished him there, but I ended up getting the W, and that's what's important.
And you've come a long way. We've seen you evolve. 32 still good. Spring chicken or not, you're still good.
Thank you.
To criticize yourself, your performance, how did you think you did tonight? What things you're going to work on? 1 out of 10.
Yeah, so first and foremost, I had originally knocked out several guys and finished them, but it'd been a while since I dropped somebody. So when I dropped him, I was kind of got excited, and I got excited, and I didn't keep my mind clear, and I should have finished him earlier, but I'll work on that, just keeping a clear mind once I drop somebody so that I'm able to get the finish.
Excellent. Congrats on the win.
Thank you again.
Hey, TJ. You're a submission specialist and got the choke tonight, but with those headshots and dropping him, did it feel good to clobber him right in the noggin, or do you get more satisfaction out of finishes by ground game?
That's a great question. My statistics would tell you I'm a submission fighter, but, man, there's no better feeling than dropping somebody, dude. I dropped him twice. I just got so excited, when it happened. It'd been a while, and that's something I'll work on next time, is to keep my composure after I drop him and get the finish with my hands.
Nice. Well done, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good. TJ, congratulations again. You obviously have a lot of time left and you want to do a lot more things, but how much do you think about legacy, what you want to leave in this sport, and when it's all said and done, what you want on the tombstone?
You know, I want to first and foremost, one of my guys in my corner, Kyle Thompson, is the upcoming fighter. You know, one thing that's big for me is setting a good example. Setting a good example for the upcoming guys in our gym, and also for my son. You know, my son being 11 years old, he was in the crowd tonight. I want to set a good example. You know, I didn't come from much, you know, just I hate to say it, but a little trailer park trash kid, you know, and to go from that to here on the big stage, winning some fights, and hopefully to put some hope in some people, you know, and hopefully I set a good example, having good sportsmanship, going out there and fighting like a dog.
You mentioned son being there. What does he think of, you know, after the fight? How does he talk about it to you? What does he say?
Dude, I can't wait to get him. I wish he was here right now. You know, he's a UFC fan, you know, and to just be here is huge for him. So I just can't wait to see him and see what he felt about the fight.
TJ, one more. What is the MMA scene in Arkansas down there? Because we obviously got Bryce, Ben Parrish made a lot of noise over in Bellator that for a while. So what's the scene down there?
Thank you. First of all, thank you for asking that. You know, Arkansas MMA is growing. I mean, and you better believe it. You know, it's just me and Bryce are finally opening the door for some of these guys. But we've got some talent down there, and I'm excited for Arkansas MMA to really open up, and I'm going to be a big part of that, and look to do some of the coaching there, and when I'm done.
I have to ask, when I interviewed Big Tuna Ben Parrish before his last fight, he said that the local scene, there's usually more fights in the crowd than in the cage. And even when he wins, he usually has to fight people leaving the arena. Is this true?
Dude, it is nuts, man. I would love for you guys to see the Arkansas MMA scene. Like, it is crazy. It used to be worse. It's gotten a little more settled down, but, man, I remember a time they would bring people out of the crowd to fight, you know, in the fight. So, man, it's come a long way. But one thing about Arkansas is we got some hella fans that will back us up. Thanks, man.